All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you are watching this. Don't ask me why I have my headphones in. I don't know why, because I'm talking to myself on the camera. We're here to talk some Florida golf. I'm so happy that we are back on the East Coast, done with the West Coast swing, and we have 4 straight weeks of Florida golf, then a little break, then we're back for some more Florida golf. We got the Miami Championship this year, which we'll get to down the road. This is a home game for me. I'll say it right now. We have another boots on the ground week. I'm going to do my best to give you guys all the access from inside the ropes all year long. So if you want to join us on Chip It Nation, we had some great reports this week, some dicey reports, but as always, it's just information. Use the links in the description and join us, get a free week. So this is great. Home game for me. PGA National is about 15 minutes away, maybe 19 minutes with some traffic. Golf course I'm very familiar with, a golf course that I have a ton of experience with, a golf course that I've had success with in terms of DFS and fantasy. So hopefully that I can provide some great insights for you this week. But if not, I hope you guys can take in the content and enjoy it nonetheless. I'm recording this Sunday night, so not all of the information in terms of contests are out yet, because I gotta pick and choose my battles. If I want a boots, maybe I gotta do my shows early. If I don't want a boots, maybe I do my shows on the normal schedule. But here we are. Let's I guess address Jacob Bridgman, address the Genesis Invitational. I mean, just clap to Jacob Bridgman. Very impressive stuff. We saw him nearly win at Pebble Beach, playing some pretty awful golf on Sunday, not looking great. And then he just goes out there and wins another elevated event. Like, am I upset that I wasn't on Jacob Bridgman? No. We see this stuff all the time. How often do guys play well once randomly and then go back and win the next week? Not often. Now, I'm not saying Jacob Bridgman was playing well just randomly. He was playing decent, but he had that heavy pop week getting into the mix at Pebble, and then you usually just don't get into the mix the next week unless you're like a top 10 name in the odds board. And obviously Jacob Bridgman was not that. So was not on Jacob Bridgman in really any regards, but we had a great DFS week. I see the slips in the Discord, so another round of applause for you guys. Another great week. So ship it. We're shipping it. Hopefully I can get one of these shippers soon, but I'd rather have you guys win. And yeah, you could just say, good job, Matt. Thanks for the advice. Thanks for the 6K guy who has 3% ownership. That's what I'd rather have. So let's talk about the COG. Let's talk about the golf course. I'm going to also go to my Twitter right now. This will be out by then, and go give a like and a retweet to the Twitter thread for the Cognizant Classic, where I break down the golf course. Just help me share, help me grow a little bit if you can. So PGA National, a golf course that has changed a little bit over the years, for the worse. Hole 10, par 5 again. Just that was the real kicker. That like, I know they cut down some of the rough 2 years ago. Then like they made the change to hole 10 being a par 5 is it just hurts, because it's not that tough par 4 to start the back 9, or if you start your day on hole 10, like, that's awesome. Like, inject more of it. Like, remember when the Bear Trap had some teeth? Remember when the Honda Classic was an event that no one wanted to play, even like if it was a regular schedule event that like Tiger would play and like won a good amount of money? There was no signature events. Now no one wants to play at PGA National because it's a joke. It's a joke event now. It's not hard, but I wish it was the real teeth so we can get some fun. But nonetheless, a different PGA National with some wider fairways, softer greens, and some less brutal rough. And I'll get a massive update on that when I'm out there during the week. But that's what we are accepting. But the biggest shift in PGA National has been green in regulation rate. From 2019 to 2021, it was like low 60s greens in reg. From 2024 to 2025, the last 2 years, it's been 70 plus. And I'll read it to you like year by year. 2019, 58%. 2020, 57. 2021, 62, 63, 64. 2024, 71. And then last year, 70.2. It's been a constant gradual increase in greens and regulation. The place is simply easier now. So is the winning profile changing? Is what we're asking for to succeed changing? No, not really at all. No matter if it was 2019 with 58% greens and reg or 2025 with 70% greens and reg, the profile is changing from 2019 to 2025. So that's a pretty big sample size of winners. The winners have gained 8.4 and 9.2 strokes ball striking. Joe Highsmith was an outlier last year with only 5.5 strokes ball striking, but obviously still a solid ball striking week. You have to hit the ball well. It basically turns out to be a putting contest of the top 15 ball strikers. And I'll get into the stats that have changed, because even though the greens and regulation percentage have changed, the path to success has not changed. So from 2019 to 2021, the average strokes gained putting was plus 1.2, and the average strokes gained around the green was plus 4.5. A lot of scrambling, a lot of getting up and down on a difficult golf course, and that makes sense. That's PGA National. That's what you would expect at PGA National. Over the last 3 years, the average strokes gained putting is plus 5.5, and the average around the green, or 5.2, and the average around the green is plus 0.7. That is a massive shift in short game from around the green to putting. And what that's telling us is obviously, yeah, greens and regulations are much easier to hit. Getting around the green is basically useless. If you're if you're needing to get up and down at a really high rate, you're getting lapped because guys are hitting greens and making birdies. So what that means, a lot less scrambling of late at PGA National, and it's more of a putting contest, which it is what it is. I mean, I can't change it. If I could, I would, but that's what we're going to have to handicap and hopefully find the guys. Just look at some recent winners like Austin Eckroat and Sepp Straka. They are extremely steady and accurate off the tee with spike iron play upside and weak around the green players. Like that's what it is. That's what it's showing, and definitely can spike with the putter. They hit 75 to 80% of the greens and outputt the other ball strikers. So 8 upside around the green. You have to have that. You have to have that upside. So look for guys who have shown the ability to gain some ball striking. Sorry, not around the green. +8 upside ball striking. Accurate driving is better than distance this week. Spike putting, ceiling, and around the green, I'm not really factoring at all. Course history is very unique here. Of the last since 2008, no debutant has won, but you don't necessarily have to have a high finish to win here. There's another correlation in terms of high result, but not at PGA National. Austin Eckroat won, missing the cut the year before. Joe Highsmith won, missing the cut the year before. So the one thing that stays the same about PGA National is it's still a very volatile golf course. Like, there's a ton of water. You can miss the cut off 2 bad swings. So just having a start under your belt here is really important, that it leads to success. So here's one stat that has been an angle, and it's course correlation with Wiley, the Sony Open. 7 of the last 8 winners had at PGA National have had a quality start at Wiley. Joe Highsmith, not really. Austin Eckroat, he was the 36-hole leader, but had like a T42 finish. But besides those 2 guys, it's been a really, really solid finishes at Wiley. Chris Kirk was third at the Sony. Sepp Straka was T42. Matt Jones remember Matt Jones? Matt Jones was T11. Sungjae M T21. Keith Mitchell T16. Justin Thomas T14. So that Bermuda comfort in January leads to some very similar golf courses in February, and that shows in the correlation. So some other comp courses that we looked at this week: TPC Sawgrass, Bay Hill, Harbor Town, Southwind, all Bermuda golf courses, and sneakily Murrayfield Village, third in the course history, which is not really a golf course that you would think, I guess, in terms of difficulty and ball striking. I guess you can see it there, but it's not not really the same golf course on paper. But nonetheless, it is a very volatile event. Water is everywhere. Hitting the fairways, hitting the greens is massive. And then if you are in that top 15 of hitting the fairways, hitting the green, ball striking, got to make some putts. You got to be in the top 15 of those putters, of those ball strikers. So that is what we're looking for. That is the course. Let's get into some recent results at recent winners at PGA National, recent results, and then some weather, and we'll try to find the winning score, what we think is going to be. So this is the last 2 years of that new PGA National. Obviously, some course records. We see when it was the Honda, it was like 14 single digits. Like, single digit winner is a major, in my opinion. Like, so Sungjae M, major champion. Keith Mitchell, major champion. Clearly, you guys can see a big difference in scoring over the last 2 years. That is 10 being a par 5, them being really soft with the conditions, maybe some weather in that, and we'll get to the weather right now. Currently, it is raining at PGA National right now. We get to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Look at this. We're going to get some more rain over the weekend and or over on Friday. So rain early week, rain during the week. That means soft golf course. That means fairways are easier to hit. That means greens are easier to stick. And this is by no means a giga-long golf course. Iron play to the max. Iron play to the roof this year. So that's kind of, it's not rocket science what we're looking for at TP. I say the wrong course so damn often at PGA National. Iron play, hit fairways, be able to spike, and then like I said, out of those spike guys, have a top 15 putter in that spike week. So no contest up yet, obviously, right here. I'm recording this on Sunday. I will go through contest selection in the boot show. Luckily for you guys, I do a ton of shows. So we'll be talking back on this. I believe it's going to be Tuesday at some point. I'll get a better time for you Tuesday morning, maybe Wednesday. Not sure yet, but we'll talk contest selection. Then what we do have is an odds board from DraftKings that we can look at. Currently, Jacob Bridgman is listed as the second favorite, and I do believe he will withdraw. I guess time will tell, but I'm going to be under the impression that Jacob Bridgman is withdrawing. I know he finished runner-up here last year. It is a good golf course for him, in my opinion. But, dude, you're 26 years old. You just won $4 million. Take a week off, brother. Take a damn week off. BG is going to be the favorite at 14-1, and he will be the favorite, obviously, if Jacob Bridgman does withdraw. Massive jump here, and I'm going to talk about Adam Scott later in the show, but massive jump in the odds from Adam Scott. Interesting to see Shane Lowry fourth in the odds board. Great course history and a golfer who is here for a reason. I mean, Shane Lowry is a big name in the golf world. He's one of the, I guess, most successful golfers in this event. He's playing this event because he knows it's a very easy top 10 for him. And I think that's going to be pretty prominent in the space. He knows he can play well at PGA National. He knows his course like the back of his hand. He lives in the Palm Beach area. So Shane Lowry is here, even though he does not have to be here. And playing some fine enough golf of late. Taylor Pendrith in the field. I do not know why he is here. And then we get the Hoges. The Hoges at 25 and 27-1. Betting them at this number is it's tough in my opinion. They are so volatile. They will make so many birdies. They will hit it in the water probably 4 times each. So take that with a grain of salt. Take that how you want to play it. High ceiling, low floor with the Hoges. Ryan Gerard is going to be a very, very popular pick, but it is such a good golf course for Ryan Gerard. He is a Bermuda guy. I trust him on these surfaces more than anyone. He lives in Jupiter now. So I love Gerard this week, and I think the community is going to love Gerard. Michael Thorbjornsen off of a really nice week in Phoenix, a bad week at Pebble, and he's back here, like the grid number on Thorbjornsen, and he made the cut here last year. Just putt really poorly in his event last year. Keith Mitchell 30-1. If you're betting Keith Mitchell 30-1, you're losing money. Daniel Berger, Honda Classic legend, a Palm Beach County legend, a Florida State legend. So I think it's a good number. I don't love what he's doing so far recently, but this is the golf course for Daniel Berger to show some signs. And then Brooks Koepka is back because he has to play. Brooks Koepka has to play. He has to fulfill his PGA Tour needs, and he's had some success around PGA National. But how much does he really care to really win? Not much, in my opinion. But taking a closer look at Gerard, obviously he is a Jupiter, Florida resident, and he's had some really good results on Bermuda in his life, and he's proven to play all right at this damn golf course. Like, look at this, two events, T25 and T4, and out of these 8 metrics, he's gained in 6 of 8 of them. That's pretty solid stuff from Ryan Gerard. Another golfer I want to highlight on the odds board. Where is he on the odds board? 44-1 will probably be in the lower 8, upper 7K range. That is Will Zalatoris. Has never played this event, but he won on a golf course that asks very similar questions, and that is TPC Southwind. I'm not too upset with what he's done recently. Miscut at Torrey, T18 at PGA West. Miscut at Torrey was not a horrible ball striking week. It was a really bad putting week. That is a concern with Zalatoris. He's not a good putter, and you're going to have to make some putts this week. But at the end of the day, I think this is a really good golf course for Willie Z. I wish he would have played this golf course every single week because he's won on Bermuda in his life. And PGA National at the core does make sense for him. Obviously, if it was a little bit harder, it would suit his game a little bit better. And then the final guy I want to highlight on the odds board, or just in general in all markets, Luke Clanton. He's 150 to 1, probably be in the upper 6K range. Look at this location, Hialeah, Florida. That's pretty south, and we're close to South Florida. I know we have the Miami Championship. He's not in that event yet, but look what Luke Clanton did at this event last week. Luke Clanton gained strokes in every single category. That is the last time he's done that, and he finished T18. Now, remember when Luke Clanton was good at golf? Remember when he was still in college and he was just like minting T4s, like T5 at the Wyndham Championship, T2 at TPC Deer Run, T10 at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Golf courses where you have to heat up in the ball striking and make putts. Luke Clanton is really struggling with the putter, but I'm not too worried what he has in his pocket with the ball striking and what he's done at this event with the ball striking. He's going to have a great fan base around him. He knows he can make some hay around this golf course. So I love him in all markets this week, and that is Luke Clanton, 150 to 1. So this video, but nonetheless, stuff like this, you can get on the site. The Stone is a massive, massive, massive tool. Gives you the answers, gives you so many guys, helps you build a player pool. Obviously, I will have the boots bullets. This week will be easier for me to get a lot of guys because guys will be going out in threes. Guys will be playing both sides of the golf course. It's an easy course to walk personally. So I will have a ton of notes. You let me know who you need to see, and I will get the notes on the site. Hey, Christian Zadenhout's doing this. Brooks Koepka, it looks like this today in practice. Ben Griffin, it looks bad. Stuff like that. I will get the notes up for you, and then you'll make a player pool, and you'll go into Sabre Sim. Check your guys off. Upload your lineups. Hit build. It's right here. Oh, we're looking at my text now. Hit build. Bang, build lineup. It's super easy. It's super, super easy. And if you don't know how to do it, you click Sabre School. Sabre School right here. A ton of different tutorial videos. Helped me a lot because I was new to Sabre Sim at first, and I definitely learned a lot. So you do that. You fly the flag. You win money. You get rewarded. So all you have to do is go on our site, pick one of these logos. You could download it. And then if you win anything more than 1,000, you get rewarded. 1 free month to ship it. That is a whatever dollar value, depending on what size package you have. You win 10 bands, you get a hat, you get a free membership again, and a t-shirt and a hoodie. I wish I had that hoodie because I'm cold. And obviously the prices go up as you win. We had $4 million winners of late. And if you win that $1 million, you get free shipper for life, which is worth $1 million. And you get a Rolex. That's could be worth some serious bucks. So use the code in the description for a free week. Try it. If you don't like it, don't come back. PGA plus Optimizer. And if you like all sports, do the all access plus Optimizer. You can try it for a week. And if you don't like it, don't come back. But help me help you, as I always say. Next thing I want to talk about is some potential chalk, some potential sleepers. So let's get into that right now. A guy that I think is going to be chalky, even though he's up high on the odds board, that is Adam Scott, because people love to play a guy who simply finished top 5 and didn't do much else. Adam Scott with 263s today, didn't contend to win. Sorry, 263s this week, didn't contend to win, but he played good golf. Adam Scott had his first top 5, I believe, since the 2025 Tour Championship. I'll fact check for that for you right now. The last time Adam Scott had a top 5 was on the PGA Tour, not DP World Tour. Let's see. I guess so let's see if 2025 Tour Championship is that. I heard that on the broadcast. Let's see. That would be in August. No, that can't be right. Is it here? Oh, 2024 Tour Championship. That makes more sense with 30 guys. So yes, he did finish whatever fourth of the Genesis this week. Is he going to go back-to-back fourth? I do not believe so. And I do not believe you should be playing a high-priced Adam Scott after one good week. So I'm off Adam Scott. A pivot that I do think is going to be nice, a guy that's going to be overlooked, Seamus Power. Seamus Power coming off of a T11 at Torrey Pines where he lost 6.5 strokes on approach and gained 6 strokes putting. Now, Torrey Pines is not a Seamus Power golf course, and he hasn't played for a few weeks. I think people are going to forget about him. He's found the approach game. He's gained strokes on approach in his last 5 starts leading up to that bad week at Torrey Pines. So that was a lot of long irons. Cognizant Classic is not going to be a lot of long irons. And he doesn't have good course history, so therefore people are going to overlook him. But like I showed with before, you don't need good course history to play well at Cognizant Classic. You have to fit the bill of a golfer who makes sense at the Cognizant Classic. And Seamus Power does. He's a positional golfer. And I think this is a great golf course for him. And I think people are going to overlook Seamus Power. So at whatever price he'll be, low 7K range, I think is a great pivot and a great option for you. And finally, one golfer that I'm definitely going to be on this week, Jordan Smith. Jordan Smith screams Florida swing. I mean, it doesn't look like a Florida guy, but look at this profile. Off the tee approach, off the tee approach, off the tee. Just a pure striper, a pure positional merchant, bad around the green. Sepp Straka's bad around the green. Austin Eckroat's bad around the green. This is the profile that we are looking for. Jordan Smith can legitimately contend to win this golf tournament, and I cannot wait to see him out there on boots. He's got low dog, but I think he can nut you. He can nut you in the DFS shows. So in the DFS contest. So Jordan Smith is one golfer that I am on for the week. So I'll be out there Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm not sure exactly when the boot show will be, but I will update you as always. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them for me. Go get a package. Try it for a week. We're at the Florida Swing. Hopefully I can bring strokes gain Florida and get a winner. No sweats this week. Good DFS sweats, no outright sweats. As always, the song of the day, I'm going to give you Wilt by Holding Absence because I'm wearing a Holding Absence shirt. Go check out the playlist and let me know. The song of the day has been a great bit because you guys are enjoying it and giving me feedback. So I'll catch you guys later in the week. As always, let's ship it. Peace out.